Hello everyone, Raviel Balaferdius here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use PKHex. For those that don't know, PKHex, also known as, is a Pokemon save editor. Um, as this website states, it's programmed in C Sharp. Easiest way to find it, just PKHex and Google. First link should be projectpokemon.org. The save editor is used by a lot of people for, there's actually a lot of people that use it to just like give themselves Pokemon or certain things. It's, so, it's interesting. So when you download it, of course you run the .exe to get it to install and everything. I've already ran it, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete that and get that out of there. But you download it on this website. You want to make sure that you have the most recent version. I believe that is the most recent version I just grabbed. Yeah, I think they actually update it every single time there's a new version. I may actually be behind on my version. So, time to see if I'm behind. Let's see, this version states that it is 21.04.06. Yep, I'm behind. So, before we do anything, this is what the PKHex. Actually, we'll use this as a background. This is what PKHex looks like. Of course, the generic Pokemon that it shows is Zarude for the Pokemon Quick Save. Now, for updating, it'll give you a little thing up here that you can do. Just click that to update. Oh, it pulls it up to this. I think you actually have to download and run that. So, let's see. Grab my recycle bin, and we will restore that item. And then, let's see. That would be desktop. Let's see. It might be in my normal. There it is. Found it again. So, main thing, extract here, and I'm just going to delete it. No. So it looks like this is the newest, executable. So I'm going to go ahead and I don't know where the shortcut for this one. Let's go ahead and check where this says that this is at. Okay, so this is in my special games folder. So we'll go here, go to DS, go here. This is where the PKHex master file is. I don't know why there's so much more than just the executable here. Because this is much more than the executable. So I'm just going to move the executable to here. We're going to delete this shortcut and make a shortcut off of this one. Because I'm not sure. There we go. So we can close that, and we should just be able to lower that. Now it should load up the more recent version of PKHex. Okay, so since I moved it, I had it make a backup file. So I don't know if this is going to impede on anything else, but they've even updated who's the thing. It is Calrix. So then, for what you want to update, you have to grab its save data. So this is not the save data. This is the NDS file. So of course you have to go find your save data. Now, of course, you've got to know where your save data is, and sometimes it's kind of hard to remember where it's at. We're going to move this for a second. Hold on. Restored the original. Okay, so this one actually has the path already mapped out. It did at least. Oh. So this does also show that it's in the bin, the debug, and the net46, for that's where the .exe is. So I think if you want, for the newer one, you have to put it in there. So let's go ahead and delete this newest one. No, I'm not sure which one's which. That's the correct shortcut. Okay. So in this, we need to pull up the, I want to say the core window was where it said it was. Bin, debug, net46. Hmm. There it is. Okay, so we want to replace this one with this one. And it already has a back folder. So now we delete that from there. And this should be fine to run now. Well, apparently putting that in that folder messed it up. This is why I don't often move stuff around. I think the shortcut also might have messed it up, because the shortcut is now in a different spot. So now if we do this shortcut here, this should, in theory, never mind. Okay, so delete that one as well. Let's go ahead and go back to the PK master. I don't have that one down, I don't have that one loaded. Nope, nope. Just pull another one of those up. We'll put it back to where it was. Or, wait, no, here. It seems to work when it's in the original folder that the back folder was made in. So we will also put that back folder back. And I keep putting shortcuts in the thing, so I'm just going to make a new one and do it that way. So then next we've got to find our save file. So you have to find where RetroArch is. Most of the time, it's actually about just basically trying to find where most things are located at. One easy way would probably be to load the game and actually just see where it puts it at, but I'm stubborn. I do this all the time. I'm stubborn. I brute force it. We'll see if we can find it. Public. Wouldn't be in public. App data. Roaming. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So a lot of people probably also won't be able to see this because I have hidden I'll mention this. I have hidden items enabled, so you can find some of the hidden items. RetroArch. So this is where all the RetroArch files are at. Saves, and this is where it's at. So now that we've found it, when we load back up PKHex, we can use that easily. So we open. Of course, it has us load to there, so we just go to here. We go through the same process we just did. App data, roaming, scroll down to RetroArch, go to saves, and then grab. We've only got one Pokemon on here, which is our Heart Gold. So we'll just, which was the most recent Nuzlocke. So I was using it to look over some of my Pokemon myself for their stats, because I don't know how to be able to tell EVs and IVs, but this thing can tell you those. So the biggest things you can check on, of course, is you can check a Pokemon. So say I want to check this unknown, hello. So we right click and hit view. So the first thing you'll notice is it has a unique Pokemon ID number. You can have it re-rolled at any time. The species can be changed, so you could switch the Pokemon entirely from unknown. You can check mark for a nickname, and you can type it in. You can type how much experience it has, and it'll change the level, or you can just change the level itself. You can change its nature. You can change if it's got a form, you can change its form. So like unknown has all the letters plus exclamation point and question mark. The held item, its ability, its friendship value, the language that it's in, if it's tagged as an egg, which shouldn't be able to change that, but if it's infected or if it's cured. The infected and cured thing are due to, if I'm correct, Pokerus. Now as for the shiny leaves, I don't know what game this is from, so I'm kind of lost again on why these are here. Then there's, of course, the Met section. You can change what origin game it's from. It'll, of course, only give you options that you can physically find the Pokemon in. You can change where you found it at, what ball you caught it with, what level you met it at, what date, whether it was a fateful encounter or not, and whether it was kind of like the encounter system, what the encounter was from. You can also click off if it was an egg or not. And if it was an egg, you can set up the conditions for it. As for stats, you can change, I'm pretty sure, about almost everything except the base stat total. The base stat total can never change. IVs, EVs, these stats can't change because of this, but you can change, like, say I wanted to say I gave him 10 EVs, I've trained him 10 in HP. He now has 10 stat EVs. You could change, if you change the IVs around, you can change their hidden power type, which potentially could also change their hidden power. Characteristic, I don't know how to do the characteristics. And contest stats, of course, you can just change on the fly. You can change move sets, PP amount, how many PP ups you've used on it, the trainer ID, the SID, original trainer name. I don't think you can change the original trainer gender. I think you have to change that itself first. And you can change its markings and what ribbons it has. So, in order to change, I think, this for the original trainer, I think you actually have to change the trainer info here. Because as you can see, you can change your name, your TID, your amount of money, your SID. your gender, the badges, and since we're in Heart Gold, there is 16 badges. Your hours, your minutes, and your seconds played, when you started, when you hit the Hall of Fame, and your current location on the map. You can also change your Pokedex amounts for what you've seen and not seen. You can give yourself mystery gifts in-game. I'm not sure how to use the mystery gift functionality. I've actually never quite... I messed around with this thing after I had already finished my Heart Gold setup. Miscellaneous edits, battle points and coins, current maps, fly destinations that you can go to. Like the Pokeathlon Dome is not a fly location normally for some reason, but you could make it to where it is, or somehow. The battle frontier, you can change each of these to do something. I don't know what these do. I'm assuming gold means maybe that you've completed it, and gray might mean that you've seen it. Now the Pokewalker, not many people connect Pokewalkers to Heart Gold and Soul Silver anymore. So if you can get a virtualized Pokewalker, there's all this you can do. Give all seals illegal, legals. So for the Poke seals. Then there's the Poke gear. This would be for most of the... See, this is like the numbers and stuff. Then there's the mailbox for mail. You have items in your bag for all the different sections. Able to jump them up to 999 if you want. Event flags. Altering event flags can impact the story, however, so save file backups are recommended. See, Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, and Mewtwo disappeared. I didn't do those. However, Raikou roamed, Entei roamed, and Suicune went through different places. Lugia, I didn't go for Lugia. I didn't go for Kyogre Groudon Rayquaza. I didn't get a Shiny Crown, beat the Pokeathlon records. I did not get one of the 3 starters. I didn't get trading functionality disabled because I didn't go talk to them. Route 36 Sudowoodo disappeared. Thought I did that one. I think you have to do that one. Received Shuckle gift. Can't do that because it was Nuzlocke. Shuckle returned or allowed to keep. Friday Lapras disappeared. Yep. Event constraints. Or event constants. So, like, these are certain ones. So, like, the Spike-eared Pichu, Roaming Latios, the Enigma Stone, the Sinjoh Ruins, all kinds of stuff. One of the things is the Kanto starters were activated, never completed. The Togepi gift was completed. Celebi event, blue card points. The Sinjoh Ruins never entered, but I don't have the thing to go in there. The Beasts, they're roaming/fled. You can also get research. I don't know what these researches do. You can change your box layout for how the boxes look. You can change block data for specific block datas, which is highly unique to me. This editor is very in-depth. You can change your apricorn amounts. So, like, I could change that up to 99 blues if I wanted. You could verify the checksums, save box data. You can do daycare if Pokemon were in the daycare. You can mess with Pokemon that are in your party. All kinds of stuff. So to show this off, the easiest way, I'm going to change my unknown here. I'm going to give it Zen Headbutt. Now, as this states, I believe that states that that is an illegal move that it's not allowed to know. That the only move that this thing should know is Hidden Power, and it already knows Hidden Power. So using Unknown for this is really indicative. So give it like Volt Tackle, Zen Headbutt, and we'll give it Ancient Power. Shouldn't have any of these. So we should be able to set. Now that shows that this Pokemon has probably been tampered with. So now we export the save to the main area where it does it, overwrite the save, and we're good. So we'll close both of those, and now we'll load up forgot to have my controller. We'll load up the Heart Gold save. Load it from generic NDS file. So now we go check. Sin to get out of the way. Now, as we can see, he now knows 3 moves that he should not know. Volt Tackle, Zen Headbutt, and Ancient Power. Now, a lot of people would want to potentially change like his ability, but as you noticed, you can't change his ability. If you can only change it to what the Pokemon has. So if they've only got a 1-for-1 ability of Levitate, then that's all they're going to have, is Levitate. Oop. But other Pokemon that have... So say the Pokemon... we'll go ahead and go through the process of opening it up again. Once you've done it once, it'll open up automatic. So say a Pokemon has the ability to have a hidden ability. You'll be able to... In the later games, hidden ability showed up more. I think it was after Gen 5 that hidden ability started showing up for most Pokemon. You'll be able to see them for that game. But as of the current, you can't, which is kind of a downside, but it works. But as you can see the held item. You can change it to whatever you want. Everything. I'm not sure what the extra bytes section does. I've never... Oh, apparently it mentions that the daycare tab is a read-only tab. Interesting. I can click in those zeros. It might be read-only while I currently have no Pokemon in there. But yeah, you can jump boxes, see who's where, everything. Now, granted, this is just a save editor. This isn't like the Universal Pokemon Randomizer that multiple Pokemon YouTubers that do challenge videos use to start their series with a specific starter. Or a specific Pokemon. But it does allow for giving players... so if a challenge states that you had to use Ash's Pikachu specifically for stuff, you could use the Universal Pokemon Randomizer to start up the game with the Pikachu, but then if it needed like Volt Tackle for it, you could go in here and give it Volt Tackle if the move is in the specific game that you're able to use it in. as shown with the fact that I gave unknown Volt Tackle. But, yep. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you next week for hopefully another game video. I'm thinking of doing a Pokemon playthrough with potentially with a change on the starter. I'm thinking about maybe a Platinum version playthrough. But as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.